Hello again everybody and welcome back to Tanks Blitz with me, Fugit. Hello. I recently released a video on learning from our mistakes, and this is pretty much of a follow-on from that video. In that video we talk about don't throw the towel in, don't give up, don't rant, don't rage. All you can do is your best. Well, this video is about cooler heads prevailing, because if you manage to keep your cool, if you manage to really think about what you need to do, why you need to do it, etc., etc., you may get the opportunity to turn games around. You may get to that position whereby a game that looked like a loss actually turns out completely differently. And that is what we're going to be looking at in this replay of the T95. The Doom Turtle, a lovely tank if you like Doom Turtles, but notoriously tricky. Now, there's an E100. He's out in the open. That is a huge mistake. I can understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to get round, and he's thinking that maybe there's going to be a couple of TDs there, and there are. There's me, and there's the FV4005. But it's not a good place to be when you're an E100, because your bottom plate is wide open, and I'm just going to be able to sit here and farm him a little bit. I've taken 2 shots and I've already knocked him for 1300. Now there's no point me realistically moving from my little position. I'd like to get a shot into the FV, but I can't, so maybe a little shot onto the tortoise, sorry. I think I got that shot in, and there. So that's going to make the tortoise keep his head down a little bit. There's no point me realistically moving. I can see from the mini-map that there is some tussle going on by the cap area, but I'm in a relatively nice position here. There were the pit bull's gone down now, but we know there's an E100, I know there's an FV, I know there's a tortoise there. The 68 and the Type 71 are up tussling by the cap. So I'm just going to back away here. I need to move forward just a little bit because they've gone unspotted. And our medium tank, which is way out on the left, and there we go, there's the E100. I didn't spot him, I think the medium did as he popped round the corner. This is a bit of a fluffy shot, and it happens, unfortunately. But I now know that the E100 is there, so I can push forward a little bit, trying to stay in as much cover as humanly possible to potentially take out that E100. I see that we've lost 3 tanks. They've only lost 1 tank. Load the Pramo, get rid of the E100. Unbeknown to me, I now make an error. I'm coming forward, thinking, and boom, I get knocked for almost all my hit points by that FV. I haven't seen the FV, but I know he's there. Now this is where the cooler heads prevailing aspect comes into the game. Stay safe. Resist that temptation to rush, okay? Because if I would have rushed there, I would have still been spotted by the FV. The FV would have been able to finish me off. So I just stayed safe. There's the waffle tractor, put a big roll into him. He has got a spool liner, so unfortunately, whilst I get a big roll into him, I didn't take him out. But now he's got to re-evaluate himself, and down he goes. It's now a 3 against 4. This game is being turned around. It's by no means won, okay? We've still got problems out there. Now the FV makes a mistake. He comes down this side. I'm able to put a big shot into him, angle the Doom Turtle, and hopefully get the bounce, and there we go. Do I have the reload? No. But he's now a 1-shot to me. He's definitely a 1-shot now because he's been taken out. The Type 71 is a concern, and so is the tortoise. The tortoise puts a shot into me, and I'm thinking, are you still in that position, big fella? Well, if you are, let's have one of these back, and I get the blind shot onto him. Some may say that was a lucky shot. It was actually played for. I knew where he was, and I just anticipated where he would be sitting. Aimed high to try and make sure I got his cupola, and he's out for the count. We're now in a 2v3. Our tortoise is in a world of pain. He's got a Type 71 behind him who's got good DPM and an FV in front of him. I don't think I can save him, but I can certainly take out the FV. Down goes the FV. However, the tortoise also goes down courtesy of the 71. Again, cooler heads need to prevail here. No point me rushing the 71. He has better armor than I can possibly anticipate. He also has better mobility, and he's a good player. So all I've got to do is wait for him to fire, and he does. That allows me to pop round the corner and finish him off. So we finished that game, what looked like it was going to be a tricky game. We finished the game with over 5k damage, almost 6k actually, 4 kills, 5 damage, block 2000, and we get a mastery. And that is what I'm trying to say about the cooler heads prevailing. That game could have gone completely differently if I would have rushed, if I would have done other mistakes. Thankfully, I managed to get my cool head on and I turned it around. And that's what you need to start aiming for, guys. Because you will face these situations where panic kicks in and you generally forget exactly what you're meant to be doing and throw caution to the wind. There are times and places for that, of course there are, but cooler heads will always prevail. Anyway, I've been Fujit. By all means, comment in everything below because I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I hope you enjoyed that video. As I said, it does work in conjunction with the learning from our mistakes video. But again, I'd love to hear your comments on this one. At the end of the day, guys, it's just a game, so stay safe out there, have fun on the battlefield, and happy tanking, because that really is what it's all about, having fun and being happy.